Okay, so now I'm going to do, this is a really old paint, I'm not sure what the current paint name is, but Adeptus Battle Grey. It's a dark grey. And this is just going on the crook shoulder pad icon, which I should really double check the name of, because I'm sure that someone will yell at me for getting it wrong. But essentially this is the thing that in storying is responsible for giving Terminators their invulnerability. This symbol makes them is like a force field generator, so it's the actual component that protects them from the really big damaging things. Okay, so now this time I'm going to be doing the silver parts of this model, and I'm going to be using lead belcher, which is an older, well actually no, I think you can still get lead belcher as a current paint. So there's only a couple of areas that I'm actually going to be doing with the metallics, just because this is a quick model. So we're going to do all the areas of the gun. Now I'm leaving this area mostly black, but this top region I do want that to be silver. But the armor casing that you see here, that I'm going to leave black, as well as this triangle symbol on the front. But the rest of this gun is going to be silver. So one good thing about the black undercoat on silver is that it actually works really well as a reflective surface. I find that if I'm doing metallics on white, they generally don't turn up as shiny, and they're sort of a bit see-through and crap. So and even though this area is probably never going to be seen, I'm still going to give it a coat. So at this point again, you don't have to be too gentle, you just need to try and make sure everywhere gets some paint on it. So there's a couple of extra little areas in here that I am going to do in a gold colour as well, which is this symbol that you should be able to see on the side there. But the vast majority of this gun is silver, so that we get a nice contrasting effect against the red and the black. The other arm is not going to have much silver on it because it is just a black weapon, but I need to go and fix up some of the black on that because some red bled over onto it. So I normally will do, I'm not sure if I said this in the previous part of the video, I might have, I'll normally do a touch-up section before I go into shading. And the brush I'm using at the moment is a detail brush. This is from old Games Workshop stock. I say old as in I bought it a long time ago, not as in it's like past its use by date. Now, something that I will do right at the end is I'll put a couple of little black circles for muzzles on the end of the gun barrel, but I'll do that after all the shading is done and everything else is sorted. Okay. You can see this actually, because otherwise I'm putting in a lot of effort and I'm not getting much out of it. So I also found this is the third video that I've shot for this so far. The first one, the hit a 10-minute time limit that I didn't realize my camera had, and the second one I ran out of battery. So yeah, learning lots of things doing these videos. Also transferring them through somewhere like a cloud system like OneDrive is really bad idea, because these files, they is big. I've also got upgrades going on my computer right now, which is fine time to paint. Okay, so all we're really doing on this side is I'm painting this cable in silver as well, just so we get some silver on this side, because otherwise he will feel a little bit lopsided. And that is entirely a personal choice, that's not fact or anything like that. I just like to have a little bit of evenness. Okay, and then last two bits is this thing, whatever the hell it is, on his back. Power supply, reversing lights, I don't know. Ooh, I could do them as reversing lights, huh? Okay, and then, I'm pretty sure I showed you that, I finished that as well. Okay, so, now I will oh dear, either the camera moved or I moved him, one of the two. Okay, so now I'm going to use Retributor armor to do some of the areas that I want to be gold on the armor. So there's only really 3 spots that I can think of, or 4 actually. Okay, so I want to do chest plate. So you can see here I had actually got some red on the wings, so I'm not bothered about correcting that. Well, I wasn't bothered about correcting it before because it's being corrected now. So it's never, you're never in strife really with these paint jobs. Just got to remember to keep cool, keep calm, and keep painting, because you'll pick up lots of little tricks along the way. So, ooh, yeah, I'm going to do this all in gold. Okay. Once again, not too fussed about the gold, about it bleeding onto the red too much. I can come back and fix it up if I want to, but this area is going to get covered in a wash anyway, so I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it. Okay, so chest, belt, that symbol, and then I've got one patch on the gun. I want it to be gold as well, which has this cross symbol. And does it have on the other side? It does not. Okay. So that's pretty much it. The only other thing I'm going to do is this ribbon on the side here, which I went and looked up what color ribbon Blood Angels have, and they will normally have a purple ribbon as opposed to red, to make it look more interesting. So, okay, so it is some purple. For what do they call these, purity seals? I think they are. And this one isn't quite showing as vibrantly as I wanted, but it's workable. It'll look better once I've gone over it with a highlight and a wash and stuff. Okay, and then the actual scrolls themselves will need, and I used Nagaroth Knight. And then for the actual paperwork, I'm using Wraithbone, which is one of the new bases for contrast paints, but I'm not using contrast paints in this particular paint job. Yeah, but these were both base paints, similar to the red that's on the rest of it, and they give a very good coating over the black spray paint. Oh dear, I seem to have dragged some of the purple down into it. Let's just have a look at that side. No, I'm going to claim this black tab is also part of the purity seal. If it's not, whoops, but oh well. Okay, so we have everything of interesting detail has been coloured up. I'll probably do a touch up off camera because I need closer detail for myself, but otherwise that is the base coat of a Terminator. Okay, bye bye.